demo session for the SuccessFactors training program, where we are going to kickstart it from tomorrow, basically 1st of August. So first, in this session in the demo, I'm going to give you an overview of the training program. So what all we basically execute here, and the understanding of the SuccessFactors solution. So that will be our primary agenda. And before we get into this actual agenda, let me first introduce myself. So few of you already know me, and for the rest of others, so I'm Shiva, where I hold 14 plus years of experience in multiple roles of SAP, where I've been into ABAP HR programming initially, followed by I've been into SAP HCM functional consulting, and from past 6 plus years into SuccessFactors Consulting. And coming to my experience as a trainer, I've been delivering SuccessFactors since 6 plus years, and I've uh, trained over 1,000 participants, definitely from various parts of the globe, from US, UK, Australia, Middle East, India, multiple markets. And I even handle corporate trainings and the retail trainings. And prior to that, I even handled SAP HCM trainings for a couple of years, where I've trained over 100 plus participants on SAP HCM as well. This is about me, both as a professional in terms of real time and even as a training. And coming to my credentials, I'm a professional certified consultant in SuccessFactors, where I hold my credentials on all these top modules like Employee Central, Recruitment Management, Performance Management, Succession and Career Development Planning. All these areas are my certification areas. And when I say professional certified, this is not the first level certification, guys. So this is something that will be given only to the people in the real time. So based on the experience of minimum 3 years and based on the client feedbacks, we get that professional certification. So I hold that professional level certification as well. The first level, what you guys will be doing is called associate, and this is the second level, professional, without any exam, based on the client feedback that will be awarded. Okay, so that is about me at a high level, and definitely down the line I'll get to know more about you guys as well. And quickly to give you an agenda of what we are going to utilize the next 1 hour. So I'll be introducing you with the modules that we discuss in this curriculum, followed by the details about this course, the SuccessFactors overview, like to understand at this early stage what all you should be clear with in terms of SuccessFactors understanding, and at last question and answers. So not only till the last, if you have any questions in between also, I just stop in between every 5 minutes. If you have any queries, you can discuss those questions. Okay. And to introduce you with the curriculum, so here it is. These are all the modules that we'll be looking at, where the first topic is not a module. It's a topic basically in the name of Introduction to Mastery that gives you the complete understanding of the SuccessFactors product. As all of you are new towards SuccessFactors, whatever might be our existing backgrounds, when it comes to SF, as each of you are completely layman towards it. So first we should be clear with the basic fundamentals of the system. So what are the modules we have, what are the systems that we see, and what are the terminologies, navigations, all that. That is what we'll be covering up here in the first one, called Introduction to Mastery. Followed by, we look into the respective modules like Employee Central, Performance, Recruitment, all these three modules. Where this one, the Employee Central module, the core module, is what we call Employee Central. Takes care of the hire to retire activities of an employee, like employee hiring into the system and maintenance of all the employee data, later on doing some probation confirmations, promotions, transfers, till the separation of the employee from the company. All that activities will be executed in the Employee Central, the complete record handling. Whereas performance and goal management is a digitalized appraisal system. Like every organization would have a process of setting some goals and targets to the employees in the starting of the year, followed by they do the performance reviews quarterly, off yearly, annual, and give some performance ratings to the employees. All that process digitalized happens in the performance and goal management. And then the recruiting management, which is all about a module where you will have the recruiting process executed digitally. So right from identifying the vacancies in the company creating the job requirements for that vacancies, and posting the job requirements to various portals, receiving the profiles from the candidates, and the way how we do the selection management, like assessments, screening, shortlisting, interviews, all that, till the offer management, offer release process, everything is under the recruiting management. So all these three main modules, so we actually have across around 10 to 11 different modules in SF today, out of which these three, point number 2, 3, 4, employee central, performance and recruitment, are in the top 3 places in the market in terms of demand and opportunities. So that will be our primary focus. And point number 5, the last one, is the reporting, is what we'll be looking into, the way how the reports can be generated in the SuccessFactors system. So it might be the standard reports or any additional custom reports and all, is what we'll be having under the reporting and analytics part. So this is what the complete curriculum that we will be focusing on in this training curriculum. Any queries?
So Shiva, if I may ask, so if I want to opt for Employee Central and then reporting and analytics, I want to skip as of now for performance goals and management and recruiting management. So would that be possible in this curriculum?
I guess I already confirmed you that thing. So it's definitely you can do that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So these are the list of modules, guys, that we have in SF today, right from Employee Central to the solution called JAM. These are the different solutions of success factors that we have. In this, the top 3 modules are part of our curriculum: Employee Central, Performance Goal Management, Recruiting Management are part of the curriculum. We also have other solutions like Compensation Management, Learning Management, Career Development Planning, Offboarding, all this, which are like that falls under the next level priorities. So the first 3, in terms of demand in the market, these first 3 are important. Okay. And now to also give you some details about the course objective, the way how we handle it. So I, being a real-time professional, so I parallelly have my own career. So the advantage here is I will be up to date with the latest offerings by SAP, the latest solutions, and all my sessions will be on the real-time project oriented scenarios. So on any topic, so the way how we will be delivering standard object, and if it is a limitation in it based on the client requirements, how do we deal with that? How do we suggest the workarounds, or the way how we'll deal with the customers in the requirement gathering and the solution design? So all that in the real-time oriented sense is what my discussions will be, and completely on the system. 90% of our session time will be on the system. So I do everything practical. That's not something opening some PDFs or PPTs in front of you. I practically configure the thing in the system, and we leave the session with the output of it. Okay. So that way the implementation oriented scenarios will be the primary focus. And as most of you are already aware, SuccessFactors requires certification, gentlemen. So you should be certified to work in the real time in SuccessFactors. So in other areas like Java, .NET, Oracle, anywhere. So certification is a value addition. But when SuccessFactors, it is mandatory. SAP made it mandatory that one, to be eligible to be working in the real time, you should be certified. So we make sure that you will be certification ready by the end of this training program. And it's, of course, after the training program, a few weeks, some 3 to 4 weeks of self-study practice is also required, so that you will be able to go for your certification. And when I say certification ready, it's nothing like bookish knowledge. You will have all your functional expertise to handle your implementations independently once you're into the jobs. That is one thing. And last point, people ask me about the customizing capability of SuccessFactors. People ask me about the SuccessFactors customizing capability, to what extent we can actually customize this as if it's being a cloud product and all. So we have a dedicated concept for making these customizations, which is under a platform called MDF. The last point on my screen, MDF is something we have, metadata framework we say. Using that, we can enhance the existing things, and even we can come up with the custom objects, custom screens altogether. So all that under the MDF platform, we'll have a dedicated discussion on that as well. So absolutely, SuccessFactors solutions can be customized to a great extent. So this is the main objective that I want to highlight that the way we deliver the sessions, and we make sure the main scenario of implementation knowledge is going to be covered in this training sessions. Okay, any queries here?
Um, I wanted to ask one thing. So
Yes,
we will be also getting demo system to configure on our own also, right?
absolutely. So everybody will be given with a system access where you will be having your own unique ID access, so that you will be able to log in into the system, and you will be able to practice regularly whatever session I configure in the session and show you. You can also parallelly configure and test,
So I have a quick question.
please.
Is this configuration or is this admin? Are we learning the configuration of SuccessFactors or admin?
No, I not get you. Can you come again? Your voice is not clear.
I said, is this for configuration of success factors or is for being an admin? Isn't it
This is
two?
definitely this is definitely configuration. So you'll have the configurational knowledge of the product in depth. So one who has the knowledge on the configuration can obviously handle the admin related as well. So this is going to an extent of configurational level knowledge,
Okay, so you know both.
of course. Okay. Any others? Okay. And next thing, guys, few people have this question generally. So they say that I'm from IT background, I'm from a non-IT background, I'm from HR background, I'm from a non-HR background. Okay, so am I eligible for SuccessFactors Consulting? Is a question that comes up. So, gentlemen, being in the SuccessFactors market since around 6+ years, I can confidently say SuccessFactors doesn't expect any particular prerequisite knowledge. Okay, so it's all about you being a educated person. If you are an educated person, you are definitely eligible for doing SuccessFactors Consulting. There is no mandatory prerequisite knowledge that you should be from a HR background or IT background or something, nothing like that. It's all about the proper training and guidance that you would require, that you are required to understand the concepts and get the knowledge and get certified. It's a matter of next down the line 3 months, 3 to 4 months of effort that you give. That is the only point that is required. Okay, so I have people from different backgrounds in my 1,000+ participants that I told you. I have people from different backgrounds who have migrated to SF, people from HR, core HR backgrounds, IT backgrounds, people with mechanical engineering backgrounds, electrical engineering backgrounds, female employees with maternity gaps of 4 or 5 years in between, like different people. Okay, so there is no such thing that you should be with a particular background to be migrating into SuccessFactors. End of the day, it's a HR solution. Everybody from any industry already knows how a HR operates. Okay, you might be from a banking sector, you might be from a pharma sector, IT, non-IT, anything. Everybody knows how a HR operates, what are the basic operations in the HR, all that. So going into the details of it and going into the technical flavor of it, the way how we set up the systems to achieve that HR processes is all about the success factors, which is completely functional, no programming, no coding, nothing, completely functional with configurations. Okay, so all the people, so if you see on my screen, people with different SAP backgrounds, SAP HR background, PeopleSoft, Workday, any other HR products backgrounds, core HR domain professionals, recruiters, people with graduate, postgraduate, MBA, HR freshers, everybody are eligible for SF consulting. Okay, so this is one thing, if anybody has in their mind regarding this, I confidently say you need not worry about this point. That's completely not applicable in this case. SuccessFactors is an open platform. Okay, so this is one thing I just want to make it clear to my participants. And now coming to our actual content, the main understanding of success factors overview. So this very early stage, on the very day one, so to understand what is this product of SF, how it looks like, what it actually has in store for us, to the clients globally, why is this product booming a lot in the recent market. So all that is what we'll be looking at here. So in that, first we'll have an understanding of what is success factors. Okay, so the one simple understanding that you guys already have is It's a HR solution. SuccessFactors is a HR solution. The way any organization would require a software to maintain and manage their employee data, so SuccessFactors does that job. Okay, so here you have SuccessFactors doing the job not only to maintain and manage the employee data, also to engage the employees. Engaging the employees means providing them different options to learn and grow within the organization. So we have the learning management solution where they can do several courses, classroom courses, online courses, various things, then they can develop their skill set. Okay, we have career development programs as a module. Career development program module is one module where you'll be able to design the career path for the employees. That is down the line from their current role, how can they grow into the next level roles? So for that career development program, various modules that will keep the employees engaged in the organization as well. So not only employee data maintenance, even performance management, the talent modules we call them talent modules like performance management, career development planning, learning management system, all that. So SuccessFactors is actually a bunch of solutions, which is a HR solution, and that is a cloud-based solution. Cloud-based HR solution. So what is this cloud-based? We'll have an understanding in next couple of slides. So one thing is it's a HR solution with a lot of modules in it. So the second point on my screen says it's a combination of core HR and talent solutions, guys. It's a combination of core HR and talent solutions, where core HR is what we call the employee central, which will handle the core activity of hiring to termination, and talent modules are those nothing but like recruitment, performance, learning management, LMS, all that. They are the talent solutions. So the advantage here is a customer planning to go for SuccessFactors, they have all the solutions under one single roof. They need not go for different products to different vendors. So to one product for recruitment, another vendor for performance solution, another vendor for recruitment solution. You need not go for different vendors, different systems, multiple logins, and you finding it difficult to integrate the systems. You don't have all that. Every product, all the HR related solutions are under within one system, and the data transfer between those modules, between recruitment to employee central to performance, like that, wherever the data transfer is required also, it's all standard seamless. So you need not work on any integrations until and unless you are integrating with some third-party system. You don't even go into any integrations. All the systems are tightly packed with each other within the SuccessFactors cloud. So that is the main advantage. It's a combination of modules that any organization would require to have under one single interface. And the last one, as you see on my third point on my screen, SuccessFactors solutions can be standalone or hybrid, guys. You can go for SuccessFactors solution implementation as a standalone approach or a hybrid solution. That is, if a client is going to use SuccessFactors all the solutions without any other product in the market, without any other product intervention, only SuccessFactors solutions is they are going to use, right from uh, employee central followed by recruitment or performance, everything. So then that is a standalone. Or else if a client is going to use SuccessFactors partially, that is, they are having their old system already, that company is using some old HR system since last 10-15 years. Now they can't all of a sudden scrap their old system. They want to start with SuccessFactors partially with couple of modules like performance management, recruiting management, like that. They want to start with few modules in SF and few modules still running on their old solution, whatever might be their legacy solution. They might be using the Oracle HR or some other HR system, old system they might be using, with both the systems being connected with each other and both running parallelly. So few HR processes are executed on the old HR system, and few HR processes are executed on the latest SuccessFactors system. Both being integrated and running parallelly is called a hybrid solution. Both the ways it can be supported. So it's not mandatory that once you use SuccessFactors you have to stop using your old system, nothing like that. So SF supports both the ways. You want to be standalone or you want to integrate with old HR system and run parallelly as a hybrid, both SF supports. That makes it easy for the clients to migrate to SF, to easily migrate. So they are not in a pressure to scrap their old system all of a sudden. They can incrementally, slowly migrate to the SF system by implementing 2 modules starting, later on add 3 more modules. Like that down the line, they can completely migrate to SF in a slower pace. So these are the advantage, that this is the main advantage that the global clients see in easily migrating towards SuccessFactors. So that is what basically SuccessFactors is. It's a cloud-based HR solution with various bunch of modules in it, and it can be implemented either as a standalone approach or as a hybrid solution. Okay, any queries here?
So Shiva, I have a query over here. So when we talk about the hybrid solutions or maybe core HR solutions and talent solutions putting together, so in this curriculum, are we going to get any exposure into CPIs also, cloud performance integration, platform integrations?
Yeah, it's called Cloud Platform of Integration, CPI. So that is a middleware platform. That's not our context here. That's an integration platform. So completely, you will have a different role in the project for CPI. Whenever you are going to work on an integrations, the integration consultants called the CPI consultants be in the picture, where it's a separate career, separate course, separate certification completely. So our training is on the internal in-house modules of SuccessFactors, as we saw the curriculum previously. So it's the SF modules, not the CPI. So the way how the integrations would be set up, so an overview understanding of the way how the middleware will be having its presence in the real-time projects, that understanding of overview will be given, but we are not going into the CPI training here. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any others? Okay. So also to have some background of SuccessFactors, understanding like where it has all started and all, guys. So SF is normally known to the people from last max 6 years, 7 years. People got to know about SuccessFactors max, but actually SF is in the market since 2002. It's been 20 years. Recently, they have celebrated 20 years. It is in the market since 2002 actually, where SF started with one single solution called performance and goal management. Performance and goal management is the very first module with which they have started as a single solution, where right from day one they are on the cloud-based platforms. Cloud-based platforms, they are operated right from the day one. And later on, year by year, they have been adding multiple modules, recruitment, learning management, like these different modules were added into their portfolio. And for the period of 10 years in their beginning, since 2002 till end of 2011 December, they are the market leaders in cloud-based HR solutions. Cloud-based HR solutions, they are the leaders. Okay. And then later on, SAP has identified the potential of this product, and SAP acquired SuccessFactors in 2011 December. So until then, SuccessFactors is a independent organization. It has nothing to do with SAP. In 2011 December, SAP acquired SuccessFactors, and from then we call SuccessFactors as an SAP company. And SAP has also invested a lot in SuccessFactors. Even after acquisition, SAP has invested a lot in the development of this product. So they have brought up the new modules into the solution, the more UI experience, better UI experiences, better compatibility with other solutions for integrations, all that. And today SuccessFactors solutions are supported in 168 countries across the globe, with its languages supported in 43 languages. SuccessFactors solutions can be used in 43 languages. You can use it in Arabic. For the Middle East countries, Arabic is supported. In India, Hindi is supported. English, you have British English and the UK British English and the US English. You have Chinese, Hungarian, Italian, Japanese. Like this, the top significant 43 languages which are applicable across these 168 countries. Today SuccessFactors supports. And 168 countries, a product being applicable is not a small thing. It's a huge market, and that shows you the global consulting opportunities that we have in SF. Okay, so That is where SFS started and what it is standing today after 20 years, with around 11 different solutions in 168 countries with 43 languages supported. So this is where it has started and what it is today. And then comes the discussion, cloud-based. So of course, we have to agree that SuccessFactors is a global market leader in cloud-based HR solutions. But what is this cloud? Why are we highlighting this cloud from starting? So what is this cloud is the main question. So how it is different from the traditional solutions? Is that so in the normal traditional solutions, guys, if a company implements any software, any solution, so that company used to have a database. So whatever configuration data or the transaction data, whatever comes out of that product, so that software will be maintained in that database, and that database is within their office. The company has a server room in that they maintain all their databases. So all the different applications what they have developed, the different solutions they have implemented, all that will be in their respective databases in their uh, data center room in their office. Whereas when it comes to cloud-based, SAP is maintaining the database of the client. Okay, the way you are using your Facebook, LinkedIn, Gmail, all this, who is maintaining the database? For Facebook, Facebook is maintaining the database. For Gmails, Google is maintaining the database. Okay, so like that, everybody have their own databases where they are globally hosted. So now if you use your Facebook, you upload something into your Facebook account today, say you upload a video or a photograph into your Facebook account, that will be hosted in the Facebook server. Okay, so even after down the line, 5 years, 10 years down the line, if you want to access that memory of your photograph or a video, you will be able to access it down the line or even after 10 years. So all these 10 years, where is that video that you have uploaded stored? It is in the Facebook server, in the Facebook database. Okay, so and today you have uploaded from your laptop in your home in India, and after 10 years you can access it on any other device, on iPad or on what do you say, mobiles, okay, or even on a laptop or a desktop on any other device in any part of the globe. You might be in US, you might be in Australia, anywhere at that time after 10 years you can access it. So that is remote access, you are having it. So even your Gmail functions in the same way, your LinkedIn, Facebook, all this. So all these years in between, where is the data hosted? Is on the remote servers, and those remote servers are called data centers, guys. We call them as data centers. So the remote location, hosting the data remotely and accessing the data on demand whenever you require. Hosting the data remotely and accessing the data on demand whenever you require, with a proper authentication into the system. You just need an internet connectivity and a proper authentication into the system. You can access it from anywhere, anytime, any part of the globe on any device. So that is cloud-based, technically called as SaaS model. Software as a service is a SaaS model. Even SuccessFactors, we are using it as a service. So SuccessFactors is not a software to be installed. You're not installing SuccessFactors in your laptops. The way how you are using LinkedIn, Gmail, Facebook, all these through browser, SuccessFactors is also a solution that we will be seeing through browser. It's a service where everybody is going to subscribe. The company is going to subscribe for 1,000 employees, 10,000 employees licenses, and everybody is going to log in into their respective portals and use the SuccessFactors solution. So that is the cloud-based approaches. Remotely hosting the data and accessing the data on demand whenever you require from any part of the globe, from any device, is called cloud-based solutions. And those remote locations where client data is being hosted are called data centers. So we have around 15 data centers that SAP is handling globally to maintain and manage their global clients databases. So we have examples of couple of them. Our data center number 2, which is in Amsterdam, Netherlands. We have data center number 10, which is in Sydney, Australia. So like this, we have one in Singapore, we have two in North America, one within Saudi Arabia, one in South Africa. Like this, we have around 15 data centers across the globe that are operating to maintain and manage the global global customer databases. Okay, so that is what a cloud model is, guys. Any queries here? Anyone? Okay. So next question is, people ask me, okay, Shiva, if this is how the cloud operates, that's fine. But why is the global market migrating towards cloud, towards SuccessFactors or towards cloud? Is that the advantages we have these with these cloud-based solutions, or end of the day the SuccessFactors solutions? That is, first of all, one key clear point to be noted is when you say about advantage, commercial. Any area, if they say that you are able to attract somebody, it's commercially they are getting a benefit. That is where first thing is hardware. So a business need not invest on the hardware part like the servers. They need not purchase the database servers, backup servers, okay, and they need not have a dedicated server room in their office for this SuccessFactors server. We need not hire network engineers, network consultants to take care of the servers. All that cost is being removed. So that results in the total ownership cost of the project being reduced. We call it as low TOC, low total ownership cost. So no hardware maintenance, that will end of the day result in the low ownership cost of the project. First commercial benefit. Followed by licensing model. So how is SAP generating the revenue is based on the licenses. So if you are a company with 1,000 employees, 1,000 licenses. You are a company with 10,000 employees, 10,000 licenses is what SAP is going to charge you. But what are the advantages that clients find here is SAP is not going to charge you a huge license cost called as SuccessFactors as one single license. No. So today out of 11 modules, if you are implementing 2 modules only, I will charge you for 2 modules related cost only. You are not going to pay a huge license value for 11 modules at once. Today, if you are implementing 2 modules charge only, I'm going to charge you. That is first thing. Second, in a company of 1,000 employees, if I have 200 employees are illiterates, they are drivers, peons, floor laborers who are not educated, they are not literate, computer literates, they can't use the systems and all, then there is no point in investing licenses on their name. So 50% of SuccessFactors solutions today support avoiding licenses for that users. Almost 50% of the modules like performance management, learning management, succession planning, all these modules allow you to avoid the licenses purchased on that modules for that users. So that subset of licenses can be taken. So for that 200 users, for that around 50% of the modules, I need not buy the license at all. So there again, commercially the clients are benefited. And this subscription, normally this costing happens on a yearly basis. This licenses will be renewed on a yearly basis generally. And if you are going to purchase for the first year on 1,000 licenses, next year if your headcount has reduced to 800, you can renew the subscription for only 800 licenses. Third year, if you want to increase it to 1,200, you can even increase it to 1,200. Like that, you have the control of how many user licenses that you would require per year. It doesn't mean that first year you have taken 1,000, you have to continue with 1,000, no hard and fast rule. If you want to reduce it to completely 500 down the line also, you can reduce. It's in your control. And if you're going to at a time renew the subscription for what do you say, 3 years, 5 years at a time, so the SAP sales will also offer a lot of discounts on mass subscription renewals for 5 years, 3 years at a time kind of. So those are all the various advantages that the clients find in the licensing model that SAP has designed for commercial benefits. And one more thing is in terms of the release management. So SuccessFactors comes up with regular releases every 6 months, in the month of May and in the month of November. Twice a year, month of May and month of November, twice a year, SuccessFactors will be coming up with new features, functionalities, screen improvements. So all that new what do you say, new improvements are going to be delivered to the clients globally, to old customers and new customers, everybody. So I'm a client who implemented SuccessFactors in 2020 itself, 2 years ago. Even this year, next year, down the line, every year, whatever are the new updates that are going to come, I can avail that. Even I'm being an old customer of 2 years back, 3 years back also, I can avail all the new features without any additional cost. That also free of cost, the customers are going to get the new features and functionalities delivered by some SuccessFactors. Their internal R&D team is continuously improving, continuously bringing new features, functionalities to the solution. So all that are going to be available by the client free of cost. So that is the release management perspective. Again, clients are taking the advantage. And finally, the accessibility. So SuccessFactors solutions can be accessed from anywhere, anytime, any part of the globe, from any device. So it's global access, the way how you use your LinkedIn, your office emails or Gmails, all that. Similar way you can even use SuccessFactors solutions, which is all again properly authenticated. You're going to authenticate yourself into your login, and SuccessFactors also supports two-factor authentication with OTP based authentications, all that. So these are all the various advantages that the global clients find with cloud-based solutions, or why SuccessFactors. Any queries around here?
No, Shiva.
Okay. Guys, please make sure everybody is updating your names properly. So I see somebody in the name of A18. I request you to please update your name quickly in next 5 minutes, else the admin will dismiss you. Please update your name. Okay. So this is the advantages or why success factors that we should be aware of. Followed by, next we have to understand the systems. So I just don't want to bore you guys with the presentation slides. I would like to quickly show you a system of success factor where these are the two systems in terms of the success factors architecture. Whenever we are working on the configurations, we come across two main systems, that is the provisioning and the instance, guys. Provisioning system and the instance system are the two things that we come across, where when it comes to the project activities that we perform in the system, they are like 15:85% ratio. In the provisioning system, the volume of activities will be very less. It's only 15%. Majority of the configurations, everything will go on the instance side, 85%. Where that 15% of the things what we are going to do in the provisioning are very crucial. Without those things, the rest of the 85% configurations that we are expecting on the instance can't be done. The 50%, 15% activities on the provisioning are mandatory. Like first, to activate out of 11 modules, which modules to be activated in this system? In that modules, which features and functionalities to be activated, they enabled, disabled? Out of 43 languages, which languages are required to be enabled for this client? All that initial enabling switches, activations and all will happen in the provisioning system. Later, the main configurations like workflows, business configurations, data uploads, authorizations, validations, everything is what we do on the instance side, the front end of the system. So provisioning, we call it as a back end, and instance we call as a front end, actually, where the provisioning
We
side,
will be operating both, right?
absolutely, both a consultant has to work on both the sides. Okay. So provisioning level, we start with the initial things followed by the instance. So whenever we start a project, first activities will be performed on the provisioning side. And to have the access to the provisioning system, you should be certified. SAP has designed it in such a way that if a person has to start a project, he has to first do the activations in the provisioning. To have the access to the provisioning, you should be certified. So that way, indirectly, you are mandatorily required to be certified to work in real-time projects. So only a certified SuccessFactors consultant is going to get the access to the provisioning. Even a client who is going to invest lakhs of rupees, millions of dollars into the project also are not going to get the access to the provisioning. Only a certified SuccessFactors consultant is going to get the access to provisioning system. Okay.
Provisioning is like a development system, and the instance is like the production system. Is that so?
No, not at all. Your systems is different. What you are speaking, development, quality, production, is called a landscape. Okay, so here these are two different systems actually. Don't confuse with the landscape. Development, production, and all we have it for sure. But this in development also you have provisioning instance. In production also you have provisioning instance. In quality you will have provisioning instance. In all three landscapes you will have the two systems. Okay, so if you are going to work on a project, two systems combined is where we have to work on. So you will have the respective separate URLs, ID, password to log in both the systems. Okay.
Okay.
I will give you guys a glance of the systems, how they look like. But first to understand, so provisioning is the backend where only the activations will happen, nothing configurations. No configurations are going to be performed in the provisioning. It's all about activations only in the provisioning. So enabling the modules, features, functionalities, languages, all that is in the provisioning. The actual configuration work, like building the logics, building the workflows, calculations, validations, data uploads, all that is what we do on the front end instance side.
So
Guys,
provision.
Please mute your devices. I'm muting and you're unmuting it. Please, I request you to mute your device. I'll stop for questions every 5 minutes, right? Then you can come up with your question. Please don't interrupt when I'm speaking. That will others will not be able to follow it. So this is for the benefit of everyone. Okay, just a minute. I'll just definitely stop for the questions. So that is like two systems where provisioning an instance is we have the shared responsibilities on the equally on the systems. So without doing the things that we are required to do in the provisioning, you can't work on the front end instance side. So provisioning is every time limited to activations, just a checkbox activations. I need this, I don't want this. Kind of checking, unchecking a checkbox is what will happen in the provisioning. Building the actual logics, functionalities, processes and all will be on the instance side. As a consultant, we do a lot of configurations on the instance side. Once the configurations are done and we are releasing the product to the client, where the client is going to use the system is also instance. On the instance side itself, all the employees, managers, HRs, HODs, everybody in the company are going to use the system on the instance side. Okay, as an employee, I have to log in and I have to apply a leave. I log in into instance. As a manager, I have to approve the leave request of the employee. It is instance. As a HR, I have to promote an employee in the instance. So everything, all the HR transactions, employee transactions, manager transactions, HR transactions, anything are going to happen on the instance only. So client is never going to log in into the backend provisioning system. Okay. Yeah. I guess you have a question, please. Person, are you there?
Yeah, you answered my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you answered my question, Ray. I got it.
Okay, perfect. Other queries?
Shiva, yeah, I have a question. We have
Yeah,
a pre-built XMLs over here, or we need to build the XMLs accordingly? What is the
So they are all
solution in mind?
SFA standard delivered. So any small tweaking in the XMLs we do, but it's all standard delivered, like thousands of lines of code that XMLs will contain, 35,000 lines, 1 lakh or 1,45,000 lines. Like that, XMLs are all pre-coded with lot of lines of coding, which we just download from SAP standard portals and we upload into the client systems. So we don't do all that coding; they are pre-delivered.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. And
Yeah, Shiva, hello.
yeah, Yogesh, please.
Yeah, Shiva, only the client can use the instance and the SAP consultant only use the provisioning, right? Is that the same
No,
thing you're saying?
concept is going to use both the systems. I've kept it right. 85% of the configurations consultant is going to do on the instance as well. Consultant have both the access. Client is having only the instance access. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So let me just log in and even show you guys how the systems look like. So this is the instance side, guys, the front end system where majority like 85% of the configurations we do, and even the end users, that is the employees. Say example, if Coca-Cola is the client who is implementing SuccessFactors and IBM is the IT company implementing the project. Coca-Cola, IBM as a scenario if you take. So Coca-Cola is the client. So once the IBM consultants have configured the project for Coca-Cola, now Coca-Cola employees are going to use the SuccessFactors system in their company. So every employee of Coca-Cola will be able to come into this page and log in with their ID password and use the SuccessFactors HR system. Okay, so everybody, right from CEO till the peon in the company, everybody will have their own ID passwords to log in into the system. With their respective credentials, they can log in. So now currently I'm logging in with a admin credentials, some SF admin as a admin ID, where it has a super access actually. And this login page can be customized. Instead of this dark gray background kind of, you can change it into different colors, or you can upload with the client specific background images and all. And this best run, this logo called best run, what you see on my screen, that can be updated with the client's logo, like Coca-Cola logo can be coming up here. So all that customizations can also be done. And once we log in with our credentials, ID password, everybody will have their own respective ID password credentials. So once they log in, as per the roles and authorizations that are given to them, they will be able to see the system internally as per that. And everybody will first come into this first page called the home page. We can call this as a home page or a landing page, the first page of SuccessFactors. Okay, so here we will have some welcome note like this, good morning, good afternoon and all. It gives you based on the time zone, and you have lot of blocks here. All these are called as cards. We call them as cards. So each and every card can be used for different activity. So if I want to apply leave, I can click on request time off as a card. So during my absence, if I'm going to be leave for 10 days, I'm a manager and there will be some workflow approvals that will be coming to me. So in my absence, if I want to delegate my workflows to somebody else, so I have a delegate workflows as an option, so that in my absence, somebody else can take care of my approvals. Okay, so like that, if I want to work on my goals, the performance module goals, I have manage goals. If I want to access the reports in the system, reports as a tile. So we have various things that we can actually navigate to with this cards. And if there is anything that I have to complete today, if there is some activity pending on my name today, so all the approvals and all what I have to do from different modules, they fall under this for you today as a section. So it might be performance review approvals or employee central leave request approvals, kind of anything that will fall here under for you today as a section. And apart from that, the navigations to various other internal parts of the system also, you can have it here. So at the bottom, so with a single click, I can navigate to my profile where all my information will be stored. Okay, with a single click, I can navigate to a place where my team details can be found actually. Okay, so like this, we have the quick link access to the internal parts of the systems as well. So this is the home page that will give you a lot of access to various internal applications. And from here, you will have the navigation to the various other modules as well that are implemented in the system. Like if you want to navigate into the goals module, performance, compensation management, career development, succession, recruiting, various. So currently I being logged in as an admin user, I have the access to several solutions. So this system is activated with multiple modules as a and as a super access, I have complete access present here. Okay, where when a employee in a company logs in, he might not expect all these. So as an employee, what he is given permission, only that areas he'll be accessing. So what navigations are going to appear here depends upon the access controls that are given to you. That is one. And next, here, if you go into this thing, guys, if you click on employee file, you click on this employee file, or even on the home page, if you click on this my profile, it will open up the profile of the current logged in user where all his information will be available. So currently I logged in as an admin user called Anya Singh. So she's an admin user. So with Anya Singh's admin user credentials, I logged in. So her entire profile is going to be shown here. So right from the personal information, that is like your details like first name, last name, your gender, marital status, nationality, kind of general details, followed by your contact informations, email ID, phone numbers and all, your dependent details, address details, like this, various sections of information, along with your salary details. So each and every minute information of an employee will be present on this profile page, guys. Your salary details with your what is your basic pay, what is your HRA, your allowances, bus allowance, transportation allowance, meal allowance, whatever, all the commercial things, compensation things basically, all that will be present in this profile. So all the information of an employee will be arranged in the form of different sections like this. So it's a huge page from top to bottom with a lot of scrolling, with lots of different sections of information. This page will be set up. So when I click on this employee files, I'll be able to see my own profile first. So as a logged in user, my own profile will come. If I want to look at others' profile, here in the top search area, I can type anybody's name. So I search with the name as Alex randomly. With this keyword as Alex, how many people are matching? Either that Alex is matching in the first name or in the middle name or in the last name, wherever that the word as Alex is matching. So all their names will come. Whose profile I want to open, I can click on their profile name and their profile will open up. And we can see their information like this. So which position they are, in which company, in which department, in which location, who is their supervisor, like this, lot of details. But end of the day, when I'm visiting others' profiles, what sections of information I can see can also be controlled through permissions. On my own profile, I can see everything, but on others' profile, I should not see their contact details. I should not see their address details, their salary details, like that. If we want to control the permissions, even that can be done. So currently this lady being a super admin, she is able to see the compensation details of other users also, but for a general employee that can be restricted. So that is one way where you can visit this profile, which has a lot of information about every user, right from their profile picture, followed by their different sections of information. You have it. Okay, so from home page we navigated into the profile by clicking on this my profile screen actually. So either you can click on the my profile, or you can go on from the drop down employee files and you can navigate. And you have something called as org chart. So this is the complete hierarchical structure of the company. Employees will be shown. So currently Anya Singh is logged in. She has 3 subordinates under her. And if you scroll up, so her manager with the entire team. So Charles Brown is her manager with the entire team of subordinates. It shows like this. And that way you can keep navigating till the top of the organization. So all the hierarchy levels can be seen like this till the CEO, where in this system Mr. Mohan Kumar is maintained as CEO, where he has team of 4 immediate reportees, and one of that reportees again having a team of 4 reportees, and from there the team size is increasing with more number of people like this. And you can drag and drop like this, and you can navigate top and bottom. You can zoom in and zoom out this navigation. On the right hand top you have zoom in, zoom out options. You can even download this org chart as a PDF or as an image option. You can export it, all this. Okay, so this way we have an org chart as well, which is completely automated. It's not something that we have to configure anything for this. So just based on the data. So when I maintain employee data, for employee A, B is the manager, for B, C is the manager, all that data we already maintain in the SuccessFactors system. So just based on the data that we maintain, system will bring this hierarchy automatically. We have no configuration required additionally for this. So that is called the company's org chart. Any questions here?
Yeah, how did you open the org chart? Can you please show me again?
Yeah, here from the drop down, just org chart. Clicking on org chart, it opens this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Auto
So
generated or any specific modifications should be there.
Not great. You can come again.
Organization chart, it is auto generated.
Of course, based on the data that you maintain.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Reporting and
Shiva, how this access management is being managed? I mean, who does that?
Permissions. We have the concept of security settings in the system, so we can give the access to whether we have to give it to only one person in the organization, or we can give it to the entire HR team to deal with the permissions and all. That is where the client's requirement is. So we have one place where the roles and authorizations can be handled. So the access to that screen can be again controlled, whether it should be given to one person or team of people, all that. So who are having the access, they only can grant the authorizations to the users in the system.
Okay,
Employee
so
can
that
also
actually, sorry, go
One
ahead.
second, one second.
see the org chart.
Again, completely permission based. So generally every company will give the access to the org chat actually. So if a company says that no, in our company we don't want to give the employees the access to org chat, it should be only at the head of the departments and executive management level. In the permissions I can control. Each and everything what you see in the instance system has the option to control through permissions. So one client says I want to give the access, other client says I don't want to give the access, we can control it through permissions.
So Shiva, my question was more of from point of view of SAP HCM on-premise. So wherein we have these separate teams of functional consultants of SAP HR and the security teams. So does that concept applies here also in SF, or the functional consultant only will take care of all this access management and all?
Yeah, it's completely the consultants only. We don't have any basis roles, security roles, all that in SuccessFactors separately. It's the module respective consultants, or the one single module functional consultant only will deal with the module specific permissions. So if I'm an EC consultant, I will deal with my EC employee role, EC manager role, EC HR role, like that. Whereas PMGM consultant will create his own permissions like PMGM employee role, PMGM HR role, all that. So everybody will have their own respective permissions that they will deal for their own respective modules, and there is no other team members involved. But all this is during the implementation, project implementation. Once the project is implemented and we are handovering the project, so there will be some security admins that they will be nominated in the client side. So we will hand over all these permissions, everything to them. We'll explain them how to handle this, and the client side people will handle. Whether one person will handle for all the modules, or for every module they'll nominate individual members in their team, that depends upon the client.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Reporting and analytics is also a part of the instance system, right?
Yeah, here we have the reporting. We'll also look into the reporting topics also down the line. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Shiva, we will be looking after onboarding also. It's included
No,
in the training. No.
no. Our curriculum is with Employee Central, recruitment, performance, all these modules, all these three main modules, not into onboarding. Okay. And
So Shiva, so last query. So within this
yeah,
org chart, if I want to, if say example, there are 10 maybe say steps to from CEO to the bottom of the employee. So if I want to restrict it up to maybe 4 or 5 maximum level, so from 10 to maximum 5 or 6 employee can view. So that kind of access also can be restricted, right?
exactly. Definitely that can also be done. That is in the manager roles. So in that case, we have a advantage that we can definitely control that number of levels. But the disadvantage is it will only start from your hierarchy. So system will give you now, if you are a person, if you are if you are getting access to the org chat with 5 levels, from your level down the line 5 levels, not to the upper level.
Okay.
That is, we have pro and con both in that actually.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
And Mr. Khan, can you please leave your contact details here in the chat, please? Okay, yeah. And one second, guys. Just give me a moment. Yeah. So next thing is here we have a navigation to the extreme bottom one, last one called admin center. So this admin center is something that will be accessible only to the consultants. So that is the place from where we do all our configurations. That 85% of the configurations that I told, that will be executed from this admin center. Okay. So the previous things that we discussed, like this is the instance system where both the consultants will do the configurations and end users will use the system. So end users to use the system, all these are the things. For a consultant to execute the configurations from admin center, we'll go and do it. So once we are into the admin center, we have the very important things here called the tools. The first one called tools. In this tools, if you click on see all, system will give you a pop-up with a list of all the config options of different modules. So employee files will relates to the employee central module. Down the line, you go down, you find goal management. On the right hand side, reporting related configurations. Permissions, this is a permissions area where you can deal with the roles and authorizations in the system. Succession module, onboarding module, like this. All the various module related config options, performance, career development, compensation management, everything are here. From here, we execute the respective module specific configurations, guys. So access to this page will be restricted only to the consultants or very limited, what do you say, very limited, what do you say, these administrators of the client side. Okay, that is a way. So this is the configurations page, what we'll be even accessing down the line when we start our regular configuration sessions actually. So that is to give you guys a differentiation. So when we say the same system is going to be used by both of them, how do we restrict the accesses? Through admin center. This admin center will never be accessible by the general employees. Only consultants will access to touch the configurations. So others will be able to use the system but not touch any configurations. That way. And on the right hand top, guys, you have the navigation into something called as settings. On the right hand top, your profile picture will appear. When you click on it, you have an option called settings. When you click on the settings, system will take you to a page that is here. These are the settings of your own account on your own login related. So you can change your password at any point of time. Here you have a language option. The fourth one, change language, fifth one. Here currently, these are the 15 languages that are activated in the system that shows. Out of 43, this system is activated with 15 languages. In that 15, currently, this is in US English. If the user is comfortable in Arabic, he can choose Arabic. If he's a person from Middle East and he's comfortable in Arabic, he can choose Arabic and click on switch. Then the system gets translated into the Arabic content, guys. You see this? All these styles are appearing in the Arabic. All these cards are appearing in the Arabic name. Good morning is also coming in Arabic. All these section headings are all in the Arabic. So anything that we have configured as a custom thing, that will appear in English. All the standard things will be in Arabic. So here the module names, all the module navigations, everything are in Arabic. And even the screen alignment got changed from right to left. Generally, everything what used to appear on the left hand side in English, now they moved to the right hand side. The company logo which used to be on the left hand top came to the right hand top, because you know that the Arabic script is written from right to left. English, Hindi and all we write from left to right. Arabic is written from left, right to left. That's why it is changed. The alignment is changed. That way SF takes care till that extent, and whenever you want again switch back to English, you can. So there is no limit on how many times you will be changing the languages. It's up to the end user. Every minute he want to change also, he can change. So I'm again going to the change language option, and I'll switch it back to English US. Here it is. Click on switch. That's it. So I don't know Arabic. I'm just remembering the navigation. I'm back in English. That's it. So this is one good advantage. And on the same settings on the right hand top, we have a navigation into the last one here called mobile. When you go for this mobile option, guys, system will give you the options actually through which you will be able to download the mobile apps. So there are some instructions and all that will be sent to your mail, like if you want to download from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, how can you download the SuccessFactors mobile apps and all, but that's not required. So we all know how to download and install the apps actually. So instructions and all are not required. You can directly go to your mobile, Google Play Store or the Apple App Store in your mobiles, and you can download the SuccessFactors mobile app. Once you download it, you need not log in with ID password. The traditional approach of generally logging in with ID and password is not required. So SuccessFactors on the mobile app, they give you an option called activate via camera. So if you log in, if you click on that, SF will give you this QR code option here. So on the mobile, you can have an option to scan this QR code. So you can scan this QR code and your login, on which login you are currently present here, that login will come into your mobile device, that advanced it is. So that employees can start applying leaves and managers can do approvals, everything on the mobile on the go. They need not even every time log in into the desktop version or the laptop. They need not log in into the system. Everything can be done on the mobile. As simple as you keep your LinkedIn account, Facebook account logged in your mobile, you can also keep your SuccessFactors account logged in your mobile. So whenever there is a new workflow request that is pending for managers, manager will get a notification on the mobile. Then and there itself spot they can click on approve button. It'll be all the things fast that way. So these are few things that I want to just introduce you in this very first session, like the way how the system looks like, the screens look like, the navigations and all. So SuccessFactors screens are very intuitive, guys. You don't get a feel like you're actually working on a HR system. It's like as if you're navigating on some website, LinkedIn kind of a feel you get it actually. That is the thing. Any queries here?
Admin access cannot be logged in through mobile,
Yeah,
right?
of course. Admin access means configuration access. You can't log in from mobile. So this config thing. As an admin, you can log in and go navigate into all these modules and all. To do configuration activity, you can't do it from mobile. You have to come into this admin center only in the desktop version. Okay. Any others?
For this mobile application, we can access leaves. End user can access leaves, reporting, all those things, right?
Yeah, everything. As an employee or as a manager or as a HR,
It's like
everybody
a
can access.
general HRMS system,
Yeah.
mobile application.
Yeah. Okay, let's just give me a moment.
Yes, I have one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I think we discussed MDF, metadata framework, right?
Yeah,
Is that common for all the modules, or is it specific for different for each module? Like if we learn MDF, we can enhance screens in any modules.
yeah, that's a good question. So MDF is a platform that can be applicable across SF, not to a specific module. It can be applied anywhere. But as on date in 2020, in the current state that we are, as of date, MDF related intervention is mostly found under employee central module only. In other modules, recruitment, what do you say, compensation management, other things, there are standard areas that are coming through MDF, but huge customization is not still entered into that modules. But in EC, you can do a lot of things using MDF. So SAP is expanding its wings on the MDF based customizations towards other modules also down the line.
Great.
Okay.
So is that covered in our session? I mean, can we practically see that in the course?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of sessions that we'll be discussing on MDF content.
Great. And one last thing, like compensation, is it a different module or is it part of Employee Central?
No, that's a separate module. Compensation management, we have separate module. So that is, people have that confusion. So in Employee Central, we capture the compensation details of the employee, like what is my salary, my deductions, all that. But compensation management is a separate module. Like on the end of the year, based on performance ratings. If you are required to give some promotions, salary increments and all, so on what terms we do that calculations. If a company is saying that they are giving you 5% hike this year, how did they arrive at that 5%? That calculations will be in the compensation management module.
Okay.
Okay, that's a separate thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is about the system, guys. So the instance system and provisioning system is another one that I'll just show you in the later stages, which is not that so great UI and all. It's just all about activations you have, or else let me just give you at least one single page a glance of it. A detailed discussion on provisioning I'll take up in the regular sessions down the line. So this is how the provisioning system looks like actually, where here we have various checkboxes that will be present. So starting from here, we have a lot of checkboxes. Provisioning is all about enabling and disabling the things. That's it. Do you want to enable the performance management module or not? Do you want to enable the workflow concept or not? Succession planning module to be activated or not? Like that, checkboxes. And language packs as a section we have, where all the 43 languages are listed here. In this, which languages I want to enable, disable, I can select the checkboxes. So here you have different languages like Danish, German, English UK, English US, Mexico, Mexican, Spanish, French, Italian, Hungarian. Like this, you have every language, all the 43 listed here. You can activate what are required, what are not required. You can enable, disable like this. So Arabic for Middle East, Hindi for India, all that are there. And the respective module related activations. If you activate a module, say compensation, in that module, what features and functionalities are to be enabled, disabled. That's it. So provisioning is all about activations. You keep scrolling down the line, you have hundreds of checkboxes. Across all the modules, you have hundreds of checkboxes which are to be enabled, disabled. You'll take care here. Based on that project scope, that project requirements, we enable, disable them. So this is how the provisioning just looks like. It's only backend system, only a consultant will access. So SAP is not investing anything on the UI improvement of this system because as client is not going to see it. So it's a very low UI. That's it. Any other queries?
So whenever new client is, going to access the SF, so all these check boxes will be unchecked. So the consultant has to go and keep on checking it, right?
Exactly. There will be few mandatory default activations that will be there by the time consultant goes also, but feature specific and all that will be blank. Only if the client wants it, consultant will activate it.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. So this is all, and this is basically to give you guys an understanding of the SuccessFactors solution, the system, look and feel, all that, guys. And in our sessions from that are starting from tomorrow, which is at 6 a.m. Indian time, 6 to 7 a.m. every day, Monday to Friday. So we'll have the regular sessions that will be continued, and uh, the documents and all will be shared to you guys every day on the topic wise. Whichever topics we discuss, that relevant documentation will be sent to you on mail IDs, and you will be given with a system access by the end of first week. So by the end of first week, you will have an understanding of the terminologies, the minimum navigation knowledge, how to navigate into the things, all that. You will get an idea, fair idea. Then the system access will be released to you. So without having a proper idea of how to use this, we can't give you the system. So just by end of first week, you will get the access to this instance as well, so that you can keep practicing regularly. Okay, and that's it for now. And regarding the timings, commercials, the modules, what you want to opt, okay, any other details about the course, anything, you guys can directly reach me. You have my contact number already, so you can reach me directly over there. Okay, any other technical questions on SuccessFactors?
Yeah, Shiva, for system access, could you please tell me the configuration?
Nothing configuration at all, guys. As you see, SuccessFactors is what we are using just on a browser based. So a system in
Okay.
which you are able to use YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, that's it. with a proper internet connectivity, you can use SuccessFactors. We are not going to install any softwares on the system, so huge configurations is not required. A general laptop is good enough.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Shiva, this is Sibu here. Do we get these recordings every day?
Not completely, Sibu. So this answer is for everyone. So if any topic, if you are not able to attend on any day due to any reason, guys, health issues, traveling, anything, so that session which you have missed, you will get the recording for that day. And any particular topic you feel, Shiva, I want to recap this topic, kind of, if you ask, even there we will be able to support you. But A to Z complete content can't be given away. Okay. So hope you understand. Wherever you would require a support, we are definitely there to give you the recording for that day. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fine, guys. We are, I think it's 11:20. Thanks for your time on this weekend, guys. I appreciate for all the questions. That's a good team here. So we'll have our sessions kick started from tomorrow regularly accordingly, and the respective link, the details and all will also be shared to you by end of the day. So from tomorrow morning 6 a.m. IST, you can start attending the sessions. So everybody can attend from the next week of sessions as well. If anybody still have a question of to continue or not continue anything, you can attend the first 1 week of sessions also, and by next weekend you can take your decision to continue or whatever. You can update us later as well. Okay, great, guys. Thank you one and all. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Shiva.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shiva. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Shiva.
Thank you, Shiva.
Shiva.
Thank you, Shiva.